Hello, guys. Good day once again. It's so good to be back here. The name is Adelola Shokoya. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, you're welcome. So, again, we'll be looking at the market for the week. Like I always say, it's very good to before the market opens to see what the market has, done the previous week. And also to prepare your mind for what is likely the market is likely to do. It actually helps you a lot in your journey as a trader. So having said that, so we start with DXY. Like I said, if this is your first time, you're welcome. And you can subscribe to my channel. All right. So moving on. So looking at DXY, in our usual manner, for those that have been around, that always, watch this video every weekend. That's what we normally do. Yeah. We check what the DXY is doing. The dollar is a very important it's a very important asset. Let me use that word when it comes to in the financial world. So basically, the DXY, this past week we saw a pullback. I'm still bullish on the DXY anyway, because if you look at what price is doing, we are actually still pushing forward. Although it seems the bulls are getting tired, but I'm actually looking forward to us coming towards the side for price to touch around 106. And this new week that we are entering the new month, NFP is going to really, really say it's going to be a very big determinant. We have a lot of news data coming out this week. So I'll be expecting this week is going to, tell us what the dollar is going to do for the month, especially based on NFP. So, but then I'm still bullish on the dollar, okay? So because you see, we're still pushing forward after we bounced off from 104. So we've been moving forward for the past like 4 weeks, although it seems the bulls are getting tired, because if you look at on a daily time frame, what we have right now is that we are still having some pullbacks. But this doesn't still negate the fact that the dollar is still very, very bullish. So I would say that let's check what gold has been doing. For me, gold is still also bullish. I'm still very bullish on gold. And then we saw this bounce up. Last week I identified these three this head and shoulder, oh, and then price was actually sitting. I was expecting, probably we're gonna break this neckline. But then on Thursday, we bounced off from this neckline, which tells me that the bulls are not done with gold yet. So that means this is a very, very bullish market. If you see what gold has been doing, like I said the previous week, gold has been super bullish. So as a gold trader, if you trade gold, what you want to look for is pullback, especially as you are sitting on a support, on this strong support that price has bounced off for so many times. I believe it's wise, if you're trading gold, you want to wait for a little pullback and take a position. Although I'm out of my gold position right now, I was expecting price to break up from this, to break this support. Probably I can join sell, but then price bounced off from here. So this week I'll be looking for another opportunity to take a buy, and I might stop loss below this support. Hoping that we come and test this area, the 2,436 zone again. That's for gold. So for Bitcoin has been Bitcoin has been pulling back. I was having a discussion with somebody earlier today that was saying that we've topped out with Bitcoin. We thought that would be Bitcoin has stopped out. That means we are now in a bear. We are entering bear season. I was just laughing. I said the fact, if you look at Bitcoin as an asset, the past 1 year, if you zoom out and look at what Bitcoin has done in the past 1 year, I mean, we formed support. We were crashing all the way from this spot, during the bear season. And then around January 2023, we started forming support around there. That was in November. And price was bouncing off around this axis, as you can see, this area where my cursor is right now. And finally, we had this breakout from this zone, from this resistance around 18,000. But then we formed support around 16,005. And ever since, price has been on the upside since January 2023. So I don't think it's out of place if you have an asset that moved from 16,500 to around 74,000. I personally don't think it's out of place for us to have this pullback. And if you ask me, I think this is LD for the crypto space. I mean, this pullback is needed. I'm always worried when we have an asset. I'm not even talking about Bitcoin. If you're a trader, you should be worried if you have an asset. And I'm going to talk about one of the assets before I round up today. When you have an asset that just, moves in one direction for too long. It's not LD for the participants of such asset, because except of course you are holding for a long time. For example, if you're holding Bitcoin around 16,005, I mean you should be good. You shouldn't be panicking if you see this kind of pullback, right? So this pullback is LD. But if you're a day trader, and then you come in and enter the market, you'll be worried when you have an asset that just move, in one direction. That doesn't really retrace that much. That should get you worried. But for me, I'm still very bullish with Bitcoin. I feel this pullback is very LD, for us to make another leg up. I'm looking forward to something that, looks like this. We have this pullback, probably come test 57,000 again, and then we'll go like this. I mean, this is very healthy, maybe towards 100,000, So this is what I'm actually looking forward to when it comes to Bitcoin. There's nothing to panic about, you know. So I will say that let's move on to currency. Like I said earlier, if you have not subscribed to this channel, ensure you do so, and also share, like, and comment. So moving on, we're on pounds USD. Like I said, the dollar is still bullish. The dollar is still bullish, but then we saw pounds, form support around there. In the past week, this past week, I just around there 1.26, and price has been bouncing up from there. But then, I won't be saying that we are going to bounce up from here, right away, until I see a break-in, until I see something that looks like this, until I see probably a break-in into the zone. I see a breaking into the zone, I'll be saying, okay, this that means pounds wants to continue this leg up. All right, but if I don't see that breaking, I'll still be looking for selling opportunity for pounds USD, right? So same thing with Euro USD. If you look at Euro USD also, we've been actually been bouncing up from this on this support around 1.06. All right, it's forming support. If you go to the weekly time frame as well, so we close bullish for the first time in about about 4 weeks. So we close bullish for the first time. So I'll be standing aside to see if we are going to see a very strong bounce off of here, like so. So if we're going to see a very strong, break this trend line towards the upside, that will, and then once we can break into this zone, that's going to I'm going to be considering that as a fact that we are about, to continue this uptrend that we'll be having for a while. But for Euro USD, if you zoom out, Euro USD is a bearish asset. It's a very bearish. If you look at the weekly time frame, we go to the daily. If you go to the monthly time frame as well, you will also see that. So I will say that let's move on. So we'll be looking at, earlier I was talking about an asset that's been moving in one direction for too long. If you want to talk about an asset that's been doing that, you want to look at what the JPY pairs have been doing. I mean, this is one of the insane pairs. I've seen this in the past. I think we'll be having this bullish move, as you can see, since this is 2020. Yeah, it's been 4 years now. Now we're having this crazy bullish move for the JPY pairs. The Japanese yen has been taken to the cleaners, and over and over. I mean, I'm actually on the chart. This chart you're looking at is actually a weekly chart. So I mean, when you see a chart that's a weekly chart that's looking like let me say 4 hour chart, there's trouble. I mean, there's big trouble for the JPY pairs. This is insane, because normally, if I go back to the weekly chart, normally when you have this kind of pullback, I think we had a webinar when I was talking about this kind of pullback. When you have this kind of pullback, for an asset on a weekly time frame, you naturally expect price to you actually expect price to, after this particular one, you actually expect price to do this, to keep, probably break into the support, test the support. and then continue moving down. This is, I mean, this is a normal asset. I mean, that's for normal asset. But then what you have here is that price just keep immediately after each major pullback. And this pullbacks normally happens when the Bank of Japan, intervene, they quickly pump some money into to save the yen. And you have this massive sell-off, and after that, you form a support, and the price keeps bouncing up. If you look at again, like about 4 weeks ago, the same thing happened. There was an intervention. As you can see, this candle, this major pullbacks. We have this major pullback, and the price bounce off from it. So it's just been the same way. So if you are trading JPY, the JPYPS, I've said it also in my Telegram group. If you have not, by the way, if you have not joined our Telegram group, I'll be dropping the link in the description below. Ensure you do so. So it's a free group, where you see people where we share trading signals and trading ideas. Not only myself, practically all the folks on that channel share. We all share trading ideas. All right. So I haven't said that. If you're trading GJ or Euro JPY, any JPY pair, you want to do yourself a big favor. You don't want to try and look for don't want to try and time in the market whether it's about to crash. You actually want to be looking for opportunity to buy. In that sense, that means you always want to look for pullbacks. If you go to the 4-hour time frame, that is all you want to be looking for. We had that same pullback this week on as you can see, this past week, we have price pullback. If you are a candlestick trader, you would have expected price to, after this pullback, for price to keep pushing down. But then we have this bounce, and, price, the bull quickly mop up this move, and then we continue that uptrend. All right. So it's been the same thing for the JPY pairs. Or if you check the Euro JPY and others, it's been the same thing. So as a smart trader, you want to look forward to just you having a pullback on this JPY pairs and then dropping on the buy. All right. So like I said, I'm gonna be rounding up right now. I haven't said that. If you have not, joined this, subscribe to my channel, ensure you do so. Like and share. Also, you can join us on our Telegram group. It's free. All right. So have a beautiful, beautiful trading week. Bye.